Year 2021 was not that great for the auto sector because this year, specifically the two-wheeler segment, the demand was not that great for the ICE vehicles, but the electric vehicle segment did really well. Wherein the likes of passenger vehicle segment, they had to feel that double whammy of the commodity inflation and the semiconductor shortage issue also impacting the supply in this particular segment. While the commercial vehicle segment, it was seen to be a good year, especially the second half, where a month over month we are seeing a good recovery in the sales data. And apart from that, the tractor sales were quite holding up well, but on a month-on-month basis, it is now seen to be declining. Now let's talk about the December auto sales data as we stand in the last month of 2021. So this time the passenger vehicle and commercial vehicle segment once again are expected to show a good growth in comparison to the two-wheeler and the tractor segment. Starting with passenger vehicle leader Maruti Suzuki, a sales growth of around 12% on a month-on-month basis is what we are expecting. A sales data of 1.6 lakhs of units is ET now expectation. Now M&M Automotive division of 5% growth on a month-on-month basis is expected, with sales number close to 42,000 of units. And talking of Tata Motors, a sales growth of 7% in the overall numbers is expected, with sales unit above 66,000 of units is the ET now estimate suggesting. Talking about the tractor division now. So this is not a month for tractor sales. It's a seasonally weak month, and some of the reports do highlight that the rise in the tractor prices on the back of commodity inflation has seen to be a dampener in the demand for this particular segment. On the back of which M&M tractor sales is expected to decline 24% on a month-on-month basis, with sales unit close to 21,000 of units. And apart from that, even Escorts, similar kind of a decline is expected, with sales data close to 5,800 of units. Now coming to the two-wheeler segment, once again in the month of December, the demand is expected to be tepid both in the rural and the urban areas of India. But the export markets are expected to hold steady, with growth expectation from the likes of Bajaj Auto, TVS Motors and Royal Enfield. Eicher Motors is expected to be a beneficiary of that one. Talking of Bajaj Auto, TVS Motors and Hero MotoCorp, on a month-on-month basis, all the three companies are expected to show a flat growth, but on a YOY basis, Hero MotoCorp is expected to show the largest decline of 17%. Talking of Royal Enfield, Eicher Motors, a growth of 17% on a month-on-month basis is expected because the exports did really well. Apart from that, the semiconductor shortage issue is now easing out, and company seems to be a beneficiary of that. And we are expecting a sales number above 60,000 of units this time around. Now coming to the commercial vehicle segment. This segment, month over month, we are seeing a good recovery with the rise in the construction activity all over India. Eicher Motors VECV segment is expected to show a growth of 21% on a month-on-month basis, with sales unit close to 5,000 of units we are expecting. And lastly, Ashok Leyland, a sales number of more than 12,000 of units is what we are expecting, with a growth of 16% on a month-on-month basis. But do remember that in the recent past, Ashok Leyland has been losing market share from the likes of Eicher Motors and even Tata Motors because of being non-present in the CNG segment. So all eyes on the auto sales data of December month 2021.